And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna pick up the reading where I left off. I did not get a chance to finish Aquarius, so we're just gonna do um where did we leave off? So we had the 3 card spread. So yeah, what I saw for you guys was gains, gains, gains. But in order to do that, you needed to go back to the things that previously inspired you, and also to like I'm guessing like reevaluate or like plan out some steps or like really get some things back like mentally and in terms of action, getting those things together to be moving into a physical manifestation. Like it seems like you still have a little bit of time, or things are going to trickle in and get better and better over time in this next, whatever period of time. And it's going to take for you to have like a quick and sharp mind, to know exactly what you want, to also like be able to like sift through the nonsense, to like cut out the BS and continue cutting weight and continue releasing things from your life that no longer serve you or promote and project you to your highest good. So yeah. Now we're gonna go into the water signs, and that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We're gonna work with the Awakened Soul Tarot deck, because you guys are definitely the feelers of the tarot, of the zodiac, of just the energies of the elements. Excuse me, ma. Ooh, sinus is still opening up. Got some hot tea going on. I'm trying to re-energize. I love these cards too, because just like the Bad Bee Tarot. So the Bad Bee Tarot, I mentioned in one of my other videos when I just like happened to pull both of these decks of cards out. I'm going to pull the other ones out so you can see. Okay, so I'm not. But I can show you the box. Bad Bee Tarot comes from, it was written by Ethany, art by Lena Semenkova and Sasha Semenkova. But it's interesting because the Bad Bee Tarot is all about the queen bees, and the Awakened Soul Tarot is more so, and this is like no, like it's not in any way like related, but it is. It's more so the worker bee, but the significance is that confirmation. The significance is that the bee is like the messenger of God. It's like it's supposed to be like physically impossible to even be able to exist and do what it does, and yet these creatures have existed for millions of years unchanged and on every part of the world, and they all do the same thing, which is absorb light and communicate through vibrations and bring life to everything else. Like without bees we wouldn't have any type of vegetation, or most of the meats that we have that rely on that vegetation, or honey, or a lot of other things, beeswax for, so bees are just a very, very integral part of just society and the world as a whole. And it's just the way that they do things that are just so interesting. Like they feel their way through life, and everything is like, you know they don't have a mouth that produces sounds, but they can live their entire life in colonies of millions and know exactly who everyone is, and where the honey is, and where the queen is, and where the enemies are, and everything, just by doing a little dance and making a little love, and being down on that night. It's all about love. 432. Unconditional love, unchanging love, the love from God, the things that you just feel deep on the inside, the God within you. So we're going to start with Cancer, go through to Scorpio, and then Pisces, and then we are going to move to the earth signs and then wrap it up with overall advice for all of the signs and whatever other guidance messages come out. I'm going to use another oracle deck. So there's that. Ooh, I'm going to use a deck I haven't used yet on the channel. So look forward to that. But so Cancer, we're going to set your timestamp for 5 minutes and 14 seconds. What's up, Cancer? You crabby cappy Cancer, the crabby patty Cancer, the get that money Cancer, you know. You are the Mr. Krabs of the zodiac. You can be really crabby, you can be really stingy, but you can also be very generous and loving and giving. You provide the house and home and things of that nature and things of that such, you know. So what is it that Cancer needs to know regarding the energy moving forward? What is it that they need to feel about? What is it that they're going to be feeling? And how is this feeling going to help them? What feelings can help these Cancers on this time at this day and moving forward, you know? Ooh, I just seen some numbers. There's a cross watcher talking about lottery numbers. No, baby. Even better. These type of numbers feed your soul, not your pocket. Okay, so let's side shuffle. So what does Cancer need to know? These are big cards. I just love this like silver and gold theme I got going on with these B cards. The silver is the awakened soul cards, you know, that what you feel on the inside, the silver of the reflective waters, and then I have the rose gold for the fire signs, for the, you know, it's called the bad bee energy, and that's all I'll say. But what is it that Cancer needs to know? What is it that's being inspired and moving forward, and what are they now feeling with this Mercury retrograde being over and this Saturn energy coming back into play? Like, what do Cancers need to know? Oh, fun fact. Cancers are the same energy, like flip side of the same coin as Capricorn. So in the zodiac, Cancer is the mother and Capricorn's the father. I always thought that was interesting. So first card out, we have forgiveness. Oh, this is so, like, I could say scarily accurate. I'm a double water luminary. That means I have 2 water signs in either my sun, moon, or rising, and it's just interesting. So I can just tell you, forgiveness is definitely going to be something that's going to be a big like factor and like theme and just like overall goal and task in the next whatever coming period. Like, a lot of things happen. You need to forgive yourself, forgive whatever, you know, whoever else might have been involved in whatever situations, which I know all of this is easier said than done. And then at the end of the day, just forgive, you know, your higher power or whatever you believe would have led to those circumstances outside of, you know, people, places, and things. Like, you just have to forgive it for happening in the first place, because everything happens for a reason. But forgiveness and getting out of your feels and getting in touch with your feels and embracing your feels and moving through your feels and coming to the point like, okay, so I just got, because water signs are the feelers, the vibers, like the intuitive, empathic, like psychic knowers of the zodiac. Like, this is a time where, like, even though the Mercury retrograde is like over now, and mentally and as far as communication and electronic and, you know, transportation type things are about to be clearing up. It's like Saturn is coming back into play, and a lot of things are going to need to be let go of. Like, this Saturn Pluto combination of things that's going on right now, it's like a lot of lessons need to be learned and a lot of things need to be let go of. And after all of that happens and you're clearing that space, you need to make sure that space stays cleared and is purified and, you know, can be restored and refreshed, so something new and better can make you feel even newer and better when it comes in. You have to sign, seal, and deliver that deal with forgiveness. And then with simplicity, like, you know, as you're letting go of things, it's like time to clear the clutter of your life. It may be time to downsize. It may be time to like minimize like it like basically if there's a whole lot of different type of complicated things and scenarios and situations and processes and things you know that you're going through or that you are like stuck in or like these patterns that like keep repeating because everything is so complex that everything making itself go back around in circles, kind of just like break things down to like really simple tasks, really simple goals, really simple just like you know smaller groups of smaller social groups, like smaller like projects and like I'm never going to say smaller dreams because dream as big as you possibly can imagine and then work to get even past that point. But like when I was in elementary school, one of my favorite and first teachers at that school um had this motto as we were learning, and I think it was like a math thing to like basically not overcomplicate things, but it was keep it simple, sweetie. And if you're really not listening, keep it simple, stupid. But you know, it don't have to be complicated. It just is or it ain't. It will be or it won't. And either you are or you ain't. But I'm sorry, either you are or you are not. But it's all you feel the feels and you know how you feel and you feel what needs what's right or wrong and what needs to be let go of and where you need to forgive and all that good stuff. And then you go through the rebirth. I'm gonna show you these cards because I think they're so beautiful. But like, forgive, set your soul free, let that pain and energy and that stale stuff and all that stuff that you were holding on to, release that and let the energy go back to from whence it came. Let it be transmuted in the fiery depths of the earth and sent back to be it'll be one person's burden is another person's blessing. So you letting go of this, you probably pre- dropping a lot of weight out of your life, but all of those things that you're letting go of, somebody less fortunate than you doesn't even have that and would appreciate just having that. And you holding on to it is blocking your blessing and their blessing because they waiting on you to let go of something. And then you do what makes you happy. You go to a simple place. You go to a you stand in meditation and solitude and in maybe in the city, maybe in isolation, maybe it's just about getting back in touch with you. And then you go through this rebirth like this, like we're coming out of this dark night of the soul energy, or maybe you're going into this dark night of the soul energy, like who knows. But this is like Saturn returns type energy type stuff. And I'll be honest, almost anything dealing with Saturn is like dark night of the soul type. Like I've never experienced a problem this big or this hard before, and I just don't know. Like I just got a little download. Um, Meet the Robinsons, Disney Pixar, the T-Rex, like big, like this is big, big dark night of the soul energy. Like I have a big head and little arms. I have this huge problem, don't know how to fix it, and I just don't think this thing was all the way thought through. But I'm gonna let it go. And I forgive myself for what happened. I forgive the other person for what they did to me, not even for them, but because I'm not even gonna hold on to that no more because it's not even worth it. And you know, maybe maybe this was supposed to happen. Or maybe this was just, maybe this is a bigger deal than I'm making it. Who knows? So that's Cancer. Let's move on to Scorpio. And I always say Scorpio with like a Scorpio smolder because it's like Scorpio. Like Scorpio is so many things. It's never what you think it is, and when you assume you're always wrong. But sometimes you're right. It's Scorpio if you're nasty. And it's Scorpio if you need to keep your mouth closed and stop talking about Scorpio because you're not right about Scorpio. But we're gonna make the Scorpio timestamp. I want all of y'all Scorpios to hear all that because I know you're gonna understand. I'm a Scorpio moon with a Scorpio Pluto and a Scorpio Jupiter, and almost all like, and this is all big like eighth house energy for me. Pluto is Pluto is crazy because Pluto is eighth house and Jupiter is ninth house. But in my chart, my Pluto is ninth house and my Jupiter is eighth house, which means big, big, big psychic energy and really down to the depths, like knowledge and inspiration and, getting in touch with things. Ooh, I have a package. Package is delivered. Signed, sealed, and delivered. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what we have. And I like the energy is already so clear in this reflective deck. I already shuffled. I'm just gonna Scorpio. So the first card out for what's going on and what you need to get in touch with and getting your feels about and what's going to be moving and shaking and doing for the next coming energies for after the end of this Mercury retrograde and things and such, this Saturn type energy. You need to focus on your desires. You need to focus on what you want. You need to focus on and it's crazy because another card came out in the other person's reading for somebody else that was something similar to this, but it wasn't this. This is like twin flame energy, like Kundalini rising energy, like death and rebirth energy, like spiritual enlightening energy, like spiritual body awakening, like energy. Like this is like I'm getting in touch with my root chakra. Like I'm getting in touch with my solar plexus chakra of what I like, what drives me and what gets me there. Like this is what is it that you really, really, really want? Like not even like what do I just want? Like, right now I feel like I could go for like a no. What is it that you really, really, really want? Like that you didn't tell nobody about yet. Like that you feel like down here in the depths of your soul that you like know that you want, but you have yet to like really think about long enough to figure out the words to express it, but you got it and you feel it and it's a vibe, but it's a vibe that nobody sees because you don't even know how to, it's a Scorpio thing. I almost feel like I could just do your whole Scorpio reading off that one card. And I got 11:44 as the time. That's big intuition and big manifestations. Like, what is your intuition telling you, Scorpio? What are your empathic and psychic things? What are these nudges and things that are, you know, what is it telling you to do? What is it telling you that you want? What is it telling you to go for? Because a lot of times, especially with Scorpio, we follow. Why did I put this card down? We follow our subconscious feels and we act upon that, and it has us acting a certain way because we're moving towards something. And sometimes we don't even know that, but it happens. And then, so while you going through this, following your intuition, big time, going through this real time psychic energy, these power ups type energy type stuff, that's what it is. Scorpio, for some Scorpios, for whatever Scorpio out there that's this message is for, you are about to glow up psychically. Like you already psychic, you already empathic, you already intuitive, you're already a detective and getting down to the depths and seeing, into the veil of the soul, seeing through the facade of the mask of looking past the countenance and the mannerisms and seeing how this person really feels and what they really say and what they really mean and stuff like that. And it's gonna take oh, that's so crazy. Lately, all this like lovers energy has been in the air. This is like family type stuff. So it came out in the reverse though. So what I'm getting is like you're either already established in your family and you're good with that, and that's what's going to continue to help drive you forward because we need that emotional stability of knowing we got somebody to like be able to continue forward sometimes because it gets hard. We deal with stuff nobody else knows about. Or it could be that you're leaving family members or some part of your family to go off and start your own family. Or it could be that you're pregnant right now, or you just come back into like your lover's twin flame energy and y'all are, you know, rebuilding a family. Like in the upright, it would be building a family, but you're rebuilding a family if that's the case for you. So yeah, maybe your desires and your intuition is leading you to the love of your life and the family that you really want, in the place that you really want to be at. This is the family of elephants, the soul animal of the animal kingdom, the most empathic animal to have on land, that has the longest memory and the biggest families and travels the longest distances. And they never that's just what it is. It's like that's big time, like close family, intimate ties, relationship type energy type stuff. So third card and last card out, we have what is this? The unplug. And this is in the reverse. So like I said, what I just say, Scorpio. So you are about to get these big time psychic activations and DNA upgrades and like you just about to, like, baby, like yesterday, if you was seeing in black and white, tomorrow you might be seeing in color vision, and then the day after that you might be seeing in LED, and then the day after that you might be seeing in HD, and the day after that 4K, and then the day after that you seeing like a bird in 100 extra different colors that we don't even know that we couldn't see before, until we just see it and realize that we can never go back to seeing how life was, because it was so limited before. And now we see what it really is and how much there really is out here. And it's like, now you just really see. And in order to do that, you need to plug in, baby. Plug in, ground yourself, put your feet on the ground and draw energy from the earth and fill yourself up with the willpower and the drive to do things. And then get your desires together and get your thoughts and your truth together and get your intuition together and push all that through your crown, so you can plug back in to, the cosmic, to the cosmos, to the celestial, to the godlike, to the, to the, what's next, what's, to the unseen, to the ethereal, to the, tap in, plug in, get in there, you know. And you see in the picture, it's this, she's looking up at the sky with her outlet plugged into the ground. Like she's seeing, but she's also like, she got it. She's looking over the horizon. She's looking into the beyond, but she's still here in reality, you know? That's what I see coming for Scorpio. And baby, it resonates for me too, and I'm so looking forward to it, because I just started my Saturn return at the end of 27, going into 28 years of age, and that just means for like the next, 4 or 5 years into 32, 33, Jesus age, 33, who knows? A lot of things are about to happen. I'm so looking forward to it. Lips, teeth to the tongue. I am so looking forward to that, baby. Anyway, let's move on to Pisces. So I am going to have to reshuffle for Pisces, because Pisces is the world card. And, if I don't shuffle, there's just going to be a little too much Scorpio in the Pisces read. So we're going to shuffle. Oh, wait, that's not what I meant. Let me do Spirit. I'm going to do 2 shuffles to clear the deck of the Scorpio energy read. And then we're going to go into the Pisces read right now. So I'm gonna set the Pisces read at 23 minutes and 22 seconds. And I read military time. So if I were looking at the clock right now, that would be 11:22. Again, big time intuition energy, but this time big time lovers energy, big time cooperation energy, big time duality energy, big time, like, wow, wowzers. Um, if I'm not mistaken, Scorpio also got some master numbers. I think theirs were 1144. So it was like the intuition and the creation, like the blessings, like the manifestations. But yours is like the intuition and the love and like the friends and like, like more so like the balance, like more so. Okay, so I'm seeing where this is going. I'm seeing where this is going for you, Pisces. I'm seeing where this is going. And then this is the last sign. And then at that point, I think what I'm going to do is just like grab another deck. Yeah. And then we're going to get some overall advice for everybody. But what does Pisces need to know for the upcoming energies? What are they moving into? What is Pisces what is it transforming into? Transcending into. What is Pisces transcending into? What is Pisces moving into? What's the next stage of life for Pisces? Okay, we have we have rescue, we have sensuality, and we have trust. Aww. So we have rescue. So um in my head, because I'm a musical psychic, confirmation. There's a Jennifer Hudson song. I love Jennifer Hudson. She was one of the judges on the show The Voice. Anyway. So there's a song she sang years ago called "You Pulled Me Through," and it was about a higher power pulling a person out of a dark night, out of a dark situation, out of a dark night of the soul type. I've been in this period of strife and struggle and not making it and not getting anywhere for too long, and you pulled me out of that and pulled me into the next thing, pulled me into, the next life, my better future, my better now, because yesterday's always gone and tomorrow's never here, but your now can always be better than it was a second ago. And it's like you're being pulled into that next new better now. And oh my goodness, I have a video on my channel, like from a longer time ago, not too long ago, but it was something about new now next energy, and this was like a different shift that we were going through. But Pisces, I feel like that message would definitely apply to the situation. I'm probably gonna have to link that video in the comments, or you could just go through my past videos and check those out. But it's definitely new now next. Sensuality. So this is more so, even though this is a card about like more in this sense, and that's why I feel like it came out in the reverse. In this sense, in the depiction of this card, this is like the physical pleasures, the physical appearance, the physical movement, like the physical vibe. But more, you're being pulled more so into a spiritual vibe. You're being pulled more so into an ethereal vibe. You're being pulled more so into confirmation 1155. Like you're being intuitively pulled into changes, into a successful new life. And it'll be it's changes either way, it's movement either way. But it's like, if you embrace your empathy and your intuition and your psychic abilities and the embodiment of all of the other signs that you are, and all of everything that you can understand and encompass, like if you embrace that and don't fight it, you're going to be moving into success. If you try to, if you push back, if you resist, if you decide you're not ready to let go and embrace and go into changes, then you're gonna go back into that cycle of being in the flesh, of being, just being able to see what you see on the surface, just being able to, use the senses that you have. And I just heard with the Pisces, that ooh cloud that we be in sometimes, that we're in sometimes, it's like you're gonna be a lot more confused if you fight your intuition and these changes that are inevitable. Like literally, just trust the process. Trust that something better is trickling down from above. Trust that you've been a caterpillar all this time and you're coming out of the cocoon as a butterfly. Like, trust that, yeah, you may not have known what was going on for a second, but you did what you needed to do. You were in the right place at the right time. And then now, you've metamorphosized. I don't know if that's a word. You've transformed. You've become anew. You're you're unrecognizable. You're like an entirely different being. Like this is like Phoenix rising from the ashes type energy, which is more so a Scorpio thing. But it's like Pisces, you don't have to die to be reborn, because Pisces is like the chameleon of the zodiac. I know you all. I've been in all of your shoes, and I'm the most empathic because I can take a step back out of myself and remember what it was like to be in your shoes. But guess what? Now that I remember and learned all those lessons and done all of that, now it's time for me to fly and be free and expand and explore. Like this is Jupiter and Neptune rule Pisces, and they're both about like exploration and expansion. Like they're both cloud like gaseous planets, so it's like the goal is to just get bigger and bigger and wider and wider and go farther and farther. And at this time, Pisces, it's like it's I'm seeing that it's time for you to fly. It's time for you to soar. It's time for you to ascend. It's time for you to like really get out here and spread your wings, however you take that. And I think that's going to be the end of the video because that's now like baby putting in that work. But thank you so much for being a part of the channel and subscribing and supporting and just being here, being a part of the channel. I have a family. I don't know what we're called yet. I mean, I'm not even gonna say that and be copyrighted. But I'm just a busy bumblebee. A busy bumbling bumblebee. And let's get some advice because I feel like that was pretty comprehensive for everybody. If I don't sound like it, I hope you guys understood where I was coming from because a lot of times when I'm doing this video, doing these types of videos, I'm like intuitively led. And half the time I just let spirit take over because it's like, you know what? You could say it in a lot more concisely than I would be able to because I wouldn't have to think about the words in the message. I just let it come out. At this time, ha 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 ha. It's right on time. It's 11:59. But we're gonna do the Rider Tarot for overall messages and advice real quick for the end of the day. And I thank you so much. And if you liked this video, if you didn't see the part 1, that's going to be linked in the description to this video, which was like the Saturn returns, part of everything, the explanation before we got to this point. But yes, if you're still here, thank you and I love you. And subscribe, like, comment, share. And I don't know what I'm going to be doing next. I know for a fact I'm probably going to drink the rest of this tea and probably catch up on some shows, maybe get a snack and rest more than likely because it's been a long confirmation. I guess I'll just do all those things that I just said. And maybe you need to do those things too. It's been a long, stressful, hard, like just overbearing, like overwhelming, like all the ovas. It's just been over, and now it is over. And oh my goodness, thank the Lord, like it is over. The storm is over. So overall, advice, wisdom, guidance, insight. Excuse me 1 second. Oh. But yeah, overall insight, advice, guidance, wisdom, botched. Okay, Spirit said you shuffled enough. Do a side shuffle and let's get started. Because didn't you just say you didn't want to be sitting here forever doing these videos? And yes, Spirit, you're absolutely right. But you know how I am when I get to talking, Spirit. Okay, so I just got like a whole book just come out, a whole book just came out, and I'm gonna just take it. So overall message, it wasn't even a whole book. It was just like a little 5-card spread real quick. Okay. So overall, we have the 7 of Wands, like overwhelming action. Like I'm fighting these strifes and struggles. I don't even know who I'm fighting, but it's like I'm fighting at all sides. And I take that as like I'm building on all sides because that was the past energy, but this is like moving forward energy. So like there's action on all sides. There's action everywhere you look. Like get you a piece is how I just took that. And then you have the 6 of, and then you have the 9 of, is this the 6 of the, I can't even count right now, Jesus. The Roman numerals. 3433 though, I saw that. Oh, and that was 333 in a manifestation. A manifestation in a manifestation of creative, cooperative blessings. And So yeah, so this is actually the Four of Cups. It's like you have three cups, and spirit is bringing you a fourth. Like if you went around the race car track three times, you about to hit the finish line at that third time, and you get in that last cup, you won the cup. Like you won the cup. At this point, you've won the cup. The judgments have been made. Like they blew the whistle. They being all of them, the subtle ones, the ethereal ones, and all the ones you can't see, and all the energy that moves that you don't know about. But all of that happened. It's been done. The decisions have been made, and the precedent has been set. And at this point, there's no going back. So we have the Eight of Swords, like there's a lot of options to take and a lot of action and a lot of there's a lot of different inspirations that will be coming in. You can break it down into eight different things that need to be done, or eight different objectives, or eight different goals, or just like it could be okay, expand your mind, because it could be mental overwhelm. But if you're prepared for it, it's like you're just expanding on ideas. Like you're thinking about things you've never thought about before. Like you're just like you're willing to be a little more open-minded about things you wouldn't have before, and that's going to be a good thing moving forward. And then the King of Swords in reverse, like all this air energy, all this fire energy. I'm sorry, yeah, all this air energy, and then the King of Swords in reverse. That's like at this point, I've come to the end of the idea. I've thought from the beginning of the scenario to the end. Like I've thought through all the possible. Like, okay, so King of Swords in reverse, and this is the download that I just got. Is like, excuse me. Okay, so the download I got was Doctor Strange at the end of Infinity War on the planet Titan, fighting you guys are gonna roast me in the comments. I just already know. Thanos. So yeah, on Titan, fighting Thanos, Doctor Strange, meditative state in the corner while everybody is doing all the action, making sure he's protected. He's going through all of the different possible timelines, all of the different possible scenarios, all the different ways and situations in which these people in this situation now will make it to their highest good and get to the end of the situation, and everything will work out how it's supposed to. And from what I can recall, I've seen it a couple times, but I'm not like die hard. There were like 14,000,007 or 14 something like that million different possible ways that this entire like inevitable situation could go. And out of those 14 billion or million and seven or whatever, there was only one that would be the most ideal way to do things, and the most successful path to take. And he came to that conclusion, and he saw it exactly how it would happen, but he had to keep that information to himself and still let things play out, and still sacrifice the people that needed to be sacrificed, and still, you know, he got the vision, he got the message, and he knew the plan, but he still had to let life play out the way it was supposed to, and then come back in, and when it was time, do what he needed to do to contribute to letting things happen as they're supposed to. And then things just work out, And that's what I have. So at this point, I've been talking for like 2 hours. I love you guys so much. We're going to do it again soon. I need to go and rehydrate my throat chakra and all of that. And I always love to see you guys. I would not be here without you. It's always a blessing to be able to do things like this. And I look forward to continuing to be able to do things like this. I could always use your support, and the links to all of my personal socials are in the description. I would love for you to check those out. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see more and you want to be notified whenever I make a post or post some new content, make sure you hit that bell. Yeah, you got to ring the bell after you hit subscribe, of course. You know, you're not going to see the bell unless you hit subscribe. So hit subscribe, then hit that bell somewhere, depending on where your browser is or what you're watching on, you know. And then you'll be notified whenever I post new content. So with all that being said, I love you. Stay blessed. You know, get ready for things to just get so much easier moving forward. And I look forward to hearing you guys tell me about it and seeing you guys there. So let's make it happen. Like, yeah.